What's up, motherfuckers?
Oh,
Here we go, guys. We're in it now. We're in it. We're in the podcast.
This is episode 1.
This is the official episode 1. We're out of the intro shit. We're getting to the exciting story time, all right?
Indeed we are.
Frank, just set up this story I'm going to tell.
All right, so this story has to do with a girl named Sawgrass.
We're not saying her name.
not
You
saying
thought, guys.
names.
Her name's Sawgrass. Even though this is probably the only girl out of all of them that's probably not going to listen to it.
That is very true, probably because she doesn't really keep in touch with you anymore.
Yes.
But
which is very understandable why she doesn't.
she got her name because she used to work at the Sawgrass Mall. I don't know if
looked
you
at
should say that, but we said it, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly, and we'll say the place where she works at later.
Yes, because it's my favorite pretzel place.
Oh, is it pretzels? I thought it
Sneak.
was churros.
No, it's pretzels. So what's a pretzel, bro?
Did I even date her, Frank?
I don't know.
All right, anyways.
I visited her more times than you did.
You did. I didn't have a car back then. That was a while
That's
ago.
true. That is true.
All
That
right,
is true.
so yeah, pretty much. All right, let's start it. I don't remember if this was the end of my sophomore year or the beginning of my junior year, but I'm thinking the end of my sophomore year.
Think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it
It was
has
like
to be,
around
because
when
we
I
had
started
summer
there.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we?
I think so.
We're gonna go with the end of sophomore year. It makes me look cooler than.
Yeah. End of
Alright.
sophomore year, and then in between summers when you had your little.
All right. Anyways, here we go. I may cut out some of the details just because.
Yeah, I spill beans.
Anyways, here we go. So pretty much, I had a friend at the time. I'm gonna say the friend's name because, why not? His name is Steven. He was dating this this girl that was. Some people thought she was out of his league, but I don't know. She was kind of an awful person. Her name was Nashua Grimaldo.
Okay,
She lives in Peru now, so it's okay. She moved from
Okay.
Peru when she was like
Make sure watch on YouTube,
16.
though.
She moved from 16 to there, and they met. And Steven was whipped, okay? And let me just say, this girl was Peruvian, and she was insane.
Okay.
We're talking about Steven's girlfriend here.
Okay.
She was very crazy and very, Steven was whipped, all right? And he would make her block a whole bunch of people. She would make her block she would make him block a whole bunch of people.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, so they were in a relationship, and Nashua had a best friend named Sawgrass, who also moved from Peru 6 months before I met her. So, her English was very broken. She didn't speak that well of English. Anyways, so Steven sort of tries to set me up with this girl. So I'm texting her, but you ever text someone, and you're just like not feeling it? You know what I mean?
No.
You're not able to, because you're feeling with
Well,
everybody.
no. I only text people that I actually enjoy talking to.
See, I've never, at the time I was never in a relationship, never even spoken to a woman before with flirtatious intentions. And so I was excited about it at first. I was like, there's a girl that's interested in me. This hasn't happened before. Ever at all. So yeah.
And let me also say that Andy's a very big talker when there's no girls around.
What are you talking about, Frank?
Okay.
What are you saying?
I will
here?
tell you.
Give me an example.
Okay, so there will be like, this girl that he's like talking to or whatever, right? And let's say they're texting while we have like the same shift together, and he would be like, "Yo, it's going down. That's it. It's going down."
What's
as soon
going
as she
down?
comes in, I ain't gonna say.
Oh shit.
Rated PG.
PG, dude. We're
Well,
talking about
no,
PG-13.
the podcast is.
Oh.
Yeah. Podcast PG-13. This is rated
no,
R.
the podcast. We gotta make it rated R, dude.
You can't be doing all that.
Let's talk about sex, bro.
Oh, okay, you're
All right,
done.
continue. Sorry, there's kids in this park. There's flies everywhere. All right, sorry.
All
Continue.
right, start it.
Flies everywhere.
No. That was all I wanted to say. It was that you.
I talk a big game sometimes.
You talk a big game and you don't back it up.
There's flies everywhere. We're gonna just fight through it. We're gonna fly through it. Anyways, so fast forward to our first date with Ariana. I'm over there, right? Steven's gonna chauffeur us. But here's the deal. I get to her door, and this little boy comes out. This little boy, he's like what? He's probably 12 years old, and he doesn't speak any English. He speaks literally no English. It was her cousin that she had to bring with her. So he was following around us the whole day. He didn't speak English. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't talk to the guy. I can barely speak to her. Ordering food is a disaster. So yeah, pretty much I don't connect with this girl at all. But my little Willie, as they call it.
Your penis?
My penis?
Is that your little
I shouldn't
willy?
have described it as little. Now people are gonna get the wrong ideas.
Well, I think everybody already knows
It knows what, Frank?
that you have a small penis.
I don't, Frank.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about my penis size to the world, okay? Let's just say you'd be impressed, Frank.
Yeah, okay.
We're not gonna talk about this anymore. Anyways, like Frank has much to show for, guys. Come on.
You're right.
There's flies. Anyways, I'm gonna try to fight through the flies.
All right.
So here's the deal. Where was I? After the first date.
Yes.
So I skip through
Little
it.
boy shows up.
I'm not connecting with this girl at all. But for some reason, she's into me. I have no clue. I'm barely talking to her. It's awful.
And Annie's really ugly.
But Steven's really... I'm a handsome guy. Don't say I'm ugly, Frank. I'm a good-looking dude. I like to... I mean, I know I'm not the top of the top, but I don't think I'm the bottom of the bottom.
I would say 6.5. You know,
Dude,
I'll give you a
a
7. I'll
yes!
give you a 7.
I got a 7 for Frank. I'm giving Frank a solid 2.5.
Okay. Well,
It's in golf terms, dude. One's the best. Anyways.
okay. So I'm a 9.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, so... Oh, here's a story I actually thought of that's a mini story in this. So, my friend Steven really pushed me into the reservation. He said, you got to make it official with her. So, I go with him, and we ate McDonald's beforehand. Anyways, we go to the rose store to get flowers. And I get her a thing of flowers, and we go to her door. I step out of the car door. I'm in front of her house, in front of her driveway. And I projectile vomit, Frank. I vomit.
I remember that story.
Straight on the floor. I don't know why I vomited, but I did. So then I have to go back to Steven. I'm like, Steven, you got to take me to Walgreens to get mouthwash. You can't go in there with puke breath, you know? So we do that, and I come back. I make a re-return. I step over the puke this time, all right? I go to her door. I knock on her door. I make it official.
You ask her out.
Like officially.
Like boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of romantic, but here's the deal. I didn't like this girl. But you can attest that she was like a very pretty girl.
Yeah, she was... Okay, I don't know if I want to say this because...
Say it. Just say it. I know what you're going to say. Say it.
Well, okay. She's definitely one of the prettiest girls that you've dated. I mean, there's one person that's tied for probably second.
Well, we're not talking about, you know, the neighbor that didn't really happen. This.
Oh no, yeah,
Okay.
no. She's not included because
that's not
yeah,
really a thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about someone else, anyways. So, yeah, it just goes bad. And then one time I'm at her house and I'm sitting on her couch, and then I go to put my arm around her, Frank. I go to put my fucking arm around her, and then do you know what she does? She's like, no, in her Spanish accent. She's like, no.
Okay.
Try doing it. You're Spanish. You can do it. It won't be offensive.
I'm Spanish. Did you just
Oh shit!
confirm
I
my?
don't know. All these flies, bro. Oh my god.
Calm down.
Can we edit that part out where I sound like a little bitch?
Yeah.
So all of it, all of the podcast. Anyway.
So the whole podcast is over.
Yeah, the whole podcast is over. We can never do it. So yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna stand around just to get away from the flies.
Make sure you don't pull it out.
So, then she's like, no, and then I'm like, what, dude? And then she points over to the corner of the room.
Security cameras.
There's industrial-sized security cameras in all the corners, and then you know what she says to me, Frank?
What'd she say?
She says, no. My stepdad will get jealous.
Not mad, jealous.
Jealous. She used the word jealous, implying that they have sexual intercourse with her
Okay, that's
stepdad.
not implying that, but.
Dude, I was literally terrified. I was like...
Oh, I know you were. When you came back to Derek the next day, you were
I was like
I can't believe what's going on. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, it's probably just like a language barrier or something.
It was probably a language barrier, but it's got to be free.
Well, we found out after it was, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Because I asked her about it,
Yeah,
of course. Dude,
There's
there's
the
the
alarm
sirens
again.
again. Oh, my God. Good thing they can't hear it because we had great
Probably
microphones.
the fire department.
Probably.
Fire-ass podcast.
Oh! Anyways, onwards. So, let me just say that me and this girl, we hung out, like, we dated for like a month, and we probably got a little more intimate than I would have liked to. Actually,
I don't think it's...
maybe I would have wanted to be more intimate.
I think you did.
Well, like, here's the thing. I don't know how much in detail I should go on this.
Don't go too much in detail, because that's going to be kind of gross.
Especially since my dad is listening to this,
Yeah,
and I don't want to... Anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much... things happen. That's all I'm going to say. Things happen. All right? And let's just say I rocked her world, Frank.
Okay, I don't think that happened.
I rocked her world.
Because if that happened, you guys would still be together.
Well, do you know why? Okay, let's go into the end. Let's talk about the end of the relationship. So...
Yeah, how did that boil down?
Oh, you don't know?
No, you never told me. I think you just said that
Dude,
you guys like broke up.
So I was like, I texted her on what's it called? The social
Snapchat?
media? No, the social media one.
Instagram?
I texted her on Instagram, DM'd her, because I guess that's how we talk, because we're fucking losers. I don't even know if I ever texted her.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent her a message, and I said, hey, I need to talk to you after school, right? And she's like, what about? I'm like, I just got to talk to you. I'm not going to be there at lunch. She's like,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
you did tell me about
And then I didn't text her the rest of the day. And after school, I met her by this bike rack, and I was like, pretend you're her. Go up and kiss me.
No, I'm okay.
Frank, why'd you just kiss me, dude?
Okay.
There's no proof. They can't see this.
No, they can.
Stop
Camera.
kissing me, Frank.
Cameras.
It's not gonna be working. Anyways,
You're right. I
So-
probably won't put it on.
I say to her, you know, I'm sorry, but I want to break up with you, right? And then she starts crying.
What?
She starts crying.
You want to break up with me?
No, with Ariana.
Well, you said that I had to be Ariana.
Oh, we're role playing. What?
You just said her name.
Role playing?
No.
No, did I actually say
You
her
did.
name?
We'll edit it out though. So you
Nah,
guys won't
dude,
be
just
able
keep
to
it
find
in.
out.
We're going with it. Her name's Ariana Garfias. Not even Garcias, guys. Her name's Garfias with an F. Isn't that fucking stupid?
Okay.
But this is
Go
the
back
only
to those
this is the only girl's name we can say, just because she's not gonna listen to this podcast.
And because it's like.
Actually said Ariana.
Yeah, you did.
I think I've said it
And
literally
I
the
said it
whole.
too.
I think I said it the whole.
I don't think you did.
You don't think so?
No.
Anyway, so yeah, and then she starts crying. That was literally the hardest thing I've ever done in the world was break up with her.
Can't believe that, man. The first girl
But here's
that wanted.
no, but you know
to break
why?
up with.
You know why? Because I thought that girls would just start coming after that.
Yeah, what happened?
It's been fucking awful. Like
Dry season, bro.
I'm in a dry season right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You're in a sad season right
I'm
now.
in a sad season. Where I kind of latch on to anything that sort of pops its way through, as they say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much Ariana, like in a nutshell. It wasn't a good time. We didn't ever really connected. You know?
Now let me talk about the time that I visited Ariana. So I go, and I always used to tease my co-host Andy here. I always used to be like, yo, so I'm gonna go visit Ariana at the Sawgrass, right? And then he would be like, oh, shut up, no you're not. Or we would also try to find a day where we could both go to the Sawgrass to visit her,
Because she worked at Wetzel's Pretzels.
Wetzel Pretzels, the best pretzels in the world.
They're pretty good.
If you want a sponsorship, sponsor us, please.
I can't go there anymore just because
Why not?
cause she worked there. Yeah, I can't go where.
She doesn't work there anymore.
Well, like I don't go to Chick-fil-A anymore because you have the girl in the next episode.
What?
You don't know the Chick-fil-A story?
Oh, yeah.
You know part of it. We'll
Yeah,
get the Chick-fil-A story is like the highlight of the entire podcast.
Yeah.
Anyways, kidding.
So anyway, I go and I'm like, yo, Andy, I'm gonna I'm gonna go visit. I want some pretzels, so I'm gonna go visit Sawgrass.
You can say Ariana Garfias now. I don't even think she had a middle name. Should we call her mom and dad too?
So
Her address is.
okay. So I go and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go visit her, and then Andy goes, he's like, no, you're not. Like, shut up, right? This is all through Snapchat, by the way. And then I go and I'm driving on the way there, and when I finally arrive, I was like, hey, like I'll send you a Snapchat with the filter, because geo filters. So I sent him the Snapchat with geo filter, and he looked stunned. He was like, no way you're actually there. I was like, oh, I'm there, and I'm on the hunt to try to find her too, because I wanted to talk to her, So I go and I talk to her, and we had a nice little conversation. Mainly
you had
to be
sex.
okay. Yeah, no, we didn't do that. She was working.
Oh.
So
Working that dick. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
so,
sorry.
So we go, and me and her talk, and I told her if she was Ariana,
A virgin? Oh, sorry.
Andy's okay,
I'm
Andy's
sorry.
Boyfriend,
Yeah.
and she was like,
No,
yeah.
Andy's boyfriend. She was Andy's girlfriend, not Andy's boyfriend.
Whatever, same thing.
Not same thing. She was a girl. Everyone, father, I was not dating a man. Alright,
So
continue.
we go, and we have a quick conversation, whatever. I get something to eat, and then the next story is how I told Andy. I overhyped it with Andy. I said that that we were talking trash about him and all that stuff to try to get him riled up, but
Because I get riled up easily, right?
very easily. And I know how to get under your skin, which is the best part.
You know how to get under my skin so
And
easily.
everybody's skin in reality.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
So
But,
yeah, we have some more time, so I want to say a little bonus story.
bonus story.
I want to say the Wawa story. You know the Wawa story?
Wawa story?
Yeah, about when I met the love of my life.
Wait, aren't you gonna say that with the
Dude,
other
fuck
episode?
and everything, bro. We're going off
Okay,
script. Off
So
book.
let me just say, we had a plan going on how we are gonna do
Dude,
these
fuck
episodes.
the plan. Fuck the plan. Fuck
And
everything.
apparently these plans that we did during our shifts, apparently they don't mean anything.
Yeah,
So
who gives a shit, dude? Who gives
might
a
as well
shit?
just start talking about everybody, huh?
All right, because this is it. This is when I met the love of my life. And let me just say, Frank could attest to this, that I fall in love easy. Like, so
Very
easy.
easy.
I fall in love so easy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What are you showing me?
That means we're 14 minutes in.
We're 14 minutes in. Anyways, so
That time is wrong.
so here we go. So I have work in about 30 minutes at the time that I.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Not
say.
now.
No, you don't.
So yeah, I had work in like 30 minutes. So I'm like, I gotta get gas. I'm gonna leave a little early. All right. You know how when sometimes everything lines up for a reason, the stars align.
The stars align, baby.
The stars align so well, and I go to Wawa to get gas because usually it's cheaper there. And I'm like leaning against my truck, looking really like sexy. Am I right, Frank?
Very.
So the song comes on because at Wawa they play music. The song "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift comes on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of singing along. And then this Toyota Corolla pulls. Oh, by the way, let me tell you my theory when it comes to girls in cars. Okay.
Okay.
You could tell a lot about how a girl looks just based off her car. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If a girl drives a Toyota, either a Toyota Camry or Corolla,
Mhm.
she is literally the perfect woman.
I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of think that's true.
Yeah, you
because
think
I
it's
was
true, right?
driving down here today,
Uh-huh.
and there was a girl in a I believe it was a Corolla, and she was beautiful.
Dude, yeah, literally, it's like that.
Beautiful.
That's a thing. That's a thing.
That's crazy.
And also, but then you have like the Hondas. There's like Honda Civic girls, which a little more adventurous, a little more spicy. You know, they're cute, but they're also sort of like they could be druggies, of course. And we know what we're thinking of. Anyways, and then but dude, you don't want to date a girl that drives a Ford, bro.
Ford?
A Ford. Just don't. I mean, like, it's different between guys and girls, but girls, you don't want to date a girl that drives a Ford.
Are you trying to say?
I just accidentally turned off my mic. Is it working still?
Yeah. I think
Hello.
Yeah,
All right.
It is. I don't. I think you're trying to say Ford because I drive a Ford.
No,
so
I'm not
I think you tried to cover yourself by saying guys and girls. It's different between guys and girls.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it intentionally for you.
I don't want to make sure.
But and then you have Chevys. The last one.
Wait,
girls
what
that drive
about Volkswagens. A lot of girls drive
Oh,
Volkswagens.
I forgot all about
AKA both of our coworkers.
Yeah, but the Volkswagen girls are like kind of preppy and like kind of snooty.
Okay,
but-
I'm sorry, but Drebick is not preppy.
I know she's the exception.
Okay. And I don't think neither is Pope. Though. Okay.
Yeah, we don't talk about her on this podcast.
Okay.
Can we edit her name out of this
Actually,
podcast?
no, we'll keep it, but we'll add a bleep.
All right, yes. We will. You know what? I'm not gonna be mean. I'm gonna just stop right there. I was gonna be mean. Anyways, then you have the Chevy girls. The Chevy girls, you don't like. Chevy girls appeal to type, but they're rich and they're snooty and they're like.
I see that.
I drive a There's a girl at my dude. Can we talk about Brianna Drabick's best friend that kind of drives me
Who?
crazy? Michelle. She's like,
Okay.
I drive a Camaro. Look at me. All right, that's all I wanted to say. That's pretty much what she sounds like. She just walked through the halls. Everybody, I drive a Camaro. Look at me.
She actually drives a Camaro?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Wow. I'm not a big fan of Camaros, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really
I
like
used to
those
love
muscle
them.
cars.
You don't like muscle cars? I think
No.
some are nice, some are good, some are bad. It just depends on the car.
I like like manly trucks.
Oh yeah. Oh Frank, tell him about the whole manly truck. situation.
About the story. All right, so we had a story. Well, we had a story. I have a story to tell you guys. For the people that don't know what Andy drives, he drives a white Chevy pickup
Colorado.
truck. It's a Colorado,
2012.
but yeah, it's a 2012. If you guys want to Google it, you guys can. To get under his skin, like I told you guys earlier, it's easy to get under his skin. So, I was looking outside and I saw a huge. I think it was like a Ford Raptor. I believe.
It was, and a Ford Raptor is a very big truck for you.
And it's super expensive too, but it's a super nice truck. It's one of my dream trucks, and I saw that car parked, I think, opposite of where Andy's truck was.
Mm-hmm.
And I go and I'm like, yo, Andy, you see that? You see that manly truck that's there, that Ford Raptor? And he goes and he's like, oh yeah, that's nice. It looks nice. I was like, yeah, compare that to your little, female car, right?
Girl truck.
Your girl truck that you have there. And
I've never been more mad in my entire life. He hit some sort of deep wound that I never thought was there.
He goes and he's like, Frank, this is not a girl's truck. And I was like, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's okay. And then while we were talking about that, another truck was pulling in front of Dairy Queen. And I go and I'm like, see, look, there's another man truck. And he's like, Frank, stop it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. It just has to be said, you know? It has to be said.
Yeah, I got very pissed. It was the second angriest I've ever been.
What's first?
After the Chick-fil-A incident.
Oh, okay.
Which
Wait, are we gonna talk about that?
Not
or
this
shit?
podcast.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's a two-parter right there.
We reverted.
But yeah, anyways, back to the Wawa story. So I'm at Wawa, and the song "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift comes on at the Wawa gas station, and I'm sort of singing along. I'm doing a little "Shake It Off,"
Okay.
you know. I'm just a little, and then this Toyota, it was either Camry, Corolla, like I said, it was, and then this girl walks out. This girl that's my type infinitely.
What did she look like? Like
Do
describe
you
her.
want me to give? Okay.
Yeah, we need visual
All right.
descriptions.
I gotta stand up for this.
Okay.
She was like obviously the perfect like girl height where they're like right under your chin.
Oh, she was super short.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Well, yeah.
for people that don't know, Andy isn't like
I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
I'm one of those 5'8" guys
Yeah.
that get underappreciated.
But
yeah?
he's 5'8" with a lot of heart. That's all that matters.
Yes, and really big penis.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. I've never reviewed myself. I just take
And
what
then
others say.
you never showed anybody. So
I've showed 3 people.
have you really?
Do animals count?
Okay.
I've shown no one then.
Okay.
Anyways, except for
Continue.
Anyway, sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So this angel comes out. We're talking. She's wearing Converse.
Converse.
She's wearing jeans. She's wearing a t-shirt. She has hair that is. It's like
Luxurious.
It's not straight. It's not curly. It's almost
Wavy.
wavy. You know.
That's what it's called.
And
in
she had
between
black
curly
hair, and she had
straight.
these glasses that just.
Was she white?
She was either white or very, very, very sort of Hispanic, but I think she was white. I'm getting the white feeling.
Okay, we'll go with white.
And then I look over and she's looking at me because I'm seeing to shake it off, and she's kind of like giggling a bit. And then I give her the smoothest, hey, how's it going? I say, hey, how's it going? It was so smooth. I've never done anything more smooth in my entire life. Hey, how's it going?
Mhm.
Hey, how's it going? And then she hits me, bro. She hits me with that classic turn around and do a little hi, and then that flutter wave. You know that flutter wave?
The
Dude.
flutter wave.
And I fell in love, Frank. I fell in love instantaneously. And then she was gone forever. So yeah, that's the story of when I found my true love.
And let me add, when he came to Dairy Queen that same day, he goes, Frank, I have a story to tell you. And I was like, what is that, Andy? Like, another overrated story that he's going to tell me. And he goes, and he explained exactly what he just explained to you guys. And he goes, he's like, that's the love of my life. Like, that's it. Like, no other girl matters. Like, that's my girl. And I was like, okay, now let me put you in this scenario. Now, did you get her number? He's like, no, I didn't think about it at the time.
I didn't, man. Well, I mean, she was going in a gas station.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, you could have waited a little bit. You didn't have anywhere important to go, did you?
I had work to go to.
Oh,
Dairy Queen is the century of my life.
So and then he's like, no, I didn't get her number, and I was like, okay, so did you get her name at least? You know, her name, like, hey, like, he said, hey, what's up?
Hey, I know I said, hey, how's it going?
He said, how's it going?
I said, hey, how's it going?
Whatever.
How's it going?
He could have been like, what's your name? You know?
Well, no, dude, that'd be creepy. Hey, what's your name? What's your name, pretty girl?
Not like
Want
that.
some candy?
If
I got
you-
some of my pickup truck. You know.
I don't think any girl would want to go inside your pickup truck.
Oh, look at that though. It's right over there. It's sexy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
They won't be able to see it though.
they can see it. I'm pointing to it. They can see it.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Just use your imagination.
All right. Just think of a sexy truck.
Okay. Probably not.
You know what I named my truck?
You named your truck?
I did.
What'd you name it?
I named her Lola.
Lola. Why
Yeah.
Lola?
I don't know. I just thought it was like it's a cute name for a truck, Lola.
A girl truck. A good girl truck is named Lola.
It's a woman, Frank.
Whatever you say, man.
It's a tough woman.
Whatever tickles your peach, bro.
You know what they say, Frank?
What'd they say?
You know what they say? Come on, say it.
I don't know.
About
what they
peaches,
say.
dude.
Oh. All right. You could be the juiciest peach in the world, guys. The juiciest peach. But there's some people, they just don't like peaches.
They just don't like peaches. Drop the mic. Nice. Ah.
Now, by this, you could be like, you know, the best guy or girl out there. Like, you know, you could be the smartest, the funniest, the cutest, the most respectful. You could literally be genuinely the best person in the world. But some people just have types, you know? It's sad to say. Some people just have types.
So pretty much, this saying is an excuse for being fucking ugly. So.
Basically. A.K.A. me and Andy.
Well, speak for yourself, buddy. Because
Nah.
I'm a pretty sexy guy, am I right?
You have a girlfriend?
Does my mom count?
No, that is not.
Listen, my mom is the only woman I need in my life. It's the most important relationship I have.
And apparently Lola.
And Lola.
Which you guys might just break up soon, too.
Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? How long have we been going for, Frank?
We have been going on for 20. No, I lie. Let's try check it out.
Let me just be honest here and just wrap up the.
25 minutes.
Let me just wrap up the. What's her name?
The episode.
The Ariana
Yeah.
story. And just by saying that, I was forced into a relationship.
Okay.
That was
Okay,
shitty.
Yeah, I guess you could say forced.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, she was. I didn't really talk about how fucking crazy she was.
Like crazy?
Yeah, like this one time.
Oh, let me also say, Andy is a very respectful young man. So he.
I can't handle
times,
Latinas. Is
you
what we're
can't.
saying.
Yes, that's what
I
we're
can't
saying.
handle the Latinas. They're too wild for me.
The thing is that sometimes I would say that I always say that he needs to be a little bit less whipped. I feel like you get whipped really easily.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I get whipped, but then I think I lose interest so easily.
That's because you give up too easily.
I give up very easily.
And
I'm discouraged.
yeah. So, oh my god, I thought something happened. But
Don't mind me, Frank. I'm just scratching.
Yeah, you're good, bro. But yeah, I think if he toughens up a little bit more and gets like a little bit more manlier, I think manlier meaning like you're a little bit more stern. Yeah, more stern, more assertive. Then I think you'd be doing a lot better.
But here's what happened, right? And Ariana did some damage in my perception of how you should be talking to girls because, like, I would like here's an example. I was watching the Oscars with my family. You know the Oscars award show. And I was texting her. I was like, yeah. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, and then I wait 9 minutes, 9 whole minutes. That's not a long time. It's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not. And then I say, I'm watching the Oscars with my family. And she says, oh, wow, well, I mean, I guess that's more important than talking to me. Bye, right? And I'm like, what? And then I text Steven. I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened? And then he's like, bro, you got to apologize. You got to apologize and keep talking to her. Make sure she...
Yeah, I would also say, I don't really know Steven, but Steven was definitely whipped too.
He was much so more... But he never got out of that relationship.
That is true. I think it's done now, though, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. But he's still going to Peru. He's going to see
Isn't he there now?
No, he went to Costa Rica.
Ah.
Costa Rica's not in Peru. It's in, like, South America, right?
Central America.
Same thing.
Know your geography.
They're all Americas somewhere,
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, anyways, the lesson with the Ariana thing is don't be whipped and don't get forced into a relationship that you don't want to be in. Cause
yeah, you need to have a nice balance between being whipped and being stern.
Mm-hmm.
There's some times where you're allowed to be whipped. When you're trying to like get something from your girlfriend or something like that.
I mean, plus
you have to be
if
whipped.
it's a mutual like. We gotta say that when we're talking about being whipped, we don't mean being endlessly in love with someone. Because there's a difference between being endlessly in love with someone and being whipped. Because being whipped is when you let them control your entire life.
Indeed.
And take away some of the good parts of your life and replace it with the shitty versions of them. If
that's true. That's true. I see that.
But yeah, I just wanna clarify that for the audience.
All right. So is this complete or?
Did I finish the Wawa story? Did I say that? Oh yeah, she's out of my life now.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to see her again. But I would say her name is probably, like, Lexi. Or
Lexi.
Lexi, or, like, something like that. Or, like, Layla. Something with an L, maybe a Y in there. Maybe, like...
I mean, I haven't seen her, but I don't see that.
Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Maybe like a Gertrude or, like, a Shelley. Or
okay, and this episode's going to be over.
Or a Frank, Maybe a Cameron. Can a Cameron be a boy and a girl name? Cameron?
I would say so. I'm sure there's a Cameron out there that's a... female?
I feel like I could have done the Ariana story better, man. I feel like I could have done it better.
Hey, there's always time for improvement.
Should we re-record?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah, nope. I agree with you. Well, I mean, we're listening to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening, guys. On the next episode, we're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be a long one. We're gonna be talking about the one that really got me. The one lady that really got me. You know what we're talking about?
Neighbor, right? Is that her new name now? Neighbor?
Oh, are we talking about the Bubway?
Yeah.
No. The one that really got me was
Oh, you're talking about the singer.
The summer
kind of
singer. The summer. We're gonna call her the summer girl.
Summer girl. Okay.
Because it happened over the summer.
Yep. And mind you, we saw Summer Girl yesterday.
Oh, we did see her with all her friends. Wasn't that weird?
It was weird. I don't.
Why did she do that?
And they kept tapping the glass when we closed. By the way,
right.
if you guys come to our Dairy Queen, and we're about to close, please don't come in.
Well, there's some exceptions. Unless you're hot.
Yeah, if you're hot, you can come in.
If you're hot and hasn't rejected me in the past, come on in.
Well, actually, no. Well, I wouldn't say that because
someone. Hey,
okay,
buddy, let's relax with that one.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for episode 1.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Again.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Oh wait, dude, we don't even have the outro yet.